Alright, so this video I wanted to make specifically because of some recent something that has happened. We all depend on the Postal Service to maintain this business for reloading. The flat rate boxes have made this entire business possible for anyone that's doing brass, projectiles, or anything of that nature, because if it fits, it ships, right? And plenty of us have laughed about how much you can fit. Normally, a medium box, if you're shipping projectiles, a medium box will max out 68, 69 pounds. You can't put more than 70. A large box, you can't fill it because it would be over 70. So a medium box, when I ship, if someone orders, say, M80s or 224s, what will happen is I'll stop at 68 and change, and then with the packing, you'll end up close enough. But now you have this heavy box, and the Postal Service boxes are not heavy enough. So what will happen is they will destroy your box. It will not make it to your destination. And what has made me bring this video up is they just delivered yesterday this box. Empty. They have delivered an empty box. The box was shipped at the end of the third week of February, and it showed up yesterday, and it says received unsealed without contents in damaged condition at my local here in Columbia. But they delivered it, because that's their job, and that's fine. And I thank them for that, for what they can do. However, delivering an empty box, I would have somehow rathered no box at all. But at least they followed through. So kudos, Postal Service. I just wish that either one of two things. One, they can handle the boxes a little nicer. Or two, and I've had it happen before, people will not pack things considering what it's going to go through on its travel across the country. These boxes are not handled by people the whole time. They go down conveyor belts and they go up and down, their system of the Postal Service. So they'll flip end over end, and if you have movement in the box won't survive. They will always split on the seam somewhere, or on the bottom, or this one split what looks like a couple places, and I'm guessing that this is the Postal Service's tape, and the clear tape was the sender. So I wanted to make this video to explain what I do. Now, it's not the only way, it's just a suggestion, and this is what I do. First, if I take a box, this is a customer's box here. I put everything in Tyvek and I'll wrap them up tight. This way there's no movement. Movement in the box will destroy the box. That's why we put cardboard in, or we'll put padding in somehow to take up that space where it can shift and double its weight as it slams against the side of the box as it's going down a conveyor belt somewhere, right? So I want to go through this process once to kind of show you guys. Those of you who have done business with me have got my boxes, and you get, sometimes I'll double box if necessary, because it has to survive the trip, right? You don't want to find out that your box didn't make it past, the halfway point, or maybe the midway point, as a joke has been going recently. I keep hearing Midway's boxes are only making it midway. So what I'll do is, and you'll see, I'll tape all the seams up. This way there's no weak spots for it to give. And then what I do in the end, Postal Service, they need to be able to see that it's a flat rate box. So I have the bottom tape, the side, and if it's going to fail, it will generally fail on a seam. There is also one spot where they glue it. That spot where they glue is the first place to give before any of the other spots. So I'll give it just a little bit more, even just one piece, it will help. And then afterwards, I'll do something like this. I use my good old stretch wrap. And then, as long as the stretch wrap cord works with you, there you go, you will be able to do this. And as long as it's clear, the Postal Service can see that it's a flat rate, and there's normally no issue. Now, I have had, out of all the packages I've sent, I have had one or two post offices who will say, oh, you have modified the box, and they will try to charge you by weight, as no longer as a flat rate, to deliver your box, which is not really the standard. Like I said, I ship thousands of packages a year, and I have found that this is the best way. So now I have the end of the plastic. I'll put another piece here. This way, if it catches somewhere, it won't unravel all the stuff that I put on. So here it is. You can still read on all the sides. The box is now waterproof, pretty much. I haven't used $15 worth of tape. I'll use this to hold the label, slides into this little pouch, and it seals also. And then off it goes. It's cheaper to use the stretch wrap than tape. Tape is expensive. Stretch wrap is what? 5 inches, 1,000 feet, and I get a whole case of it for I think 25 bucks. Worth it versus tape. Not as strong as tape, but you could put a lot more of this versus the tape. So, something to suggest. Just wanted to share something because of what had happened to me. And also, paying for insurance on packages really does help. They insure the flat rate only includes the first $50. If you want beyond that, if you're sending $300 worth of stuff and you want to insure it, pay the $3 because the other $250 is worth the $3. It's so much easier. However, a lot of people don't, and I just wanted to bring that up. News for you. Thanks, guys.